What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Pennywise in EA Sports UFC 5. The first thing you want to do is make the skin tone as white as possible. Move the saturation to 0, brightness to 90. As far as the facial sculpture, that's going to be at the end of the video, guys. You want to make sure the tattoos are there perfect before you actually mess with the face. Now, I do have a few shapes up here that you're going to want to just pay attention to. There's not that many tattoos when it comes to this Pennywise. You're going to want to stick to the oval, the black square outline, this tribal tattoo, a red half moon, a red gear shape, and a red oval. I used a couple circles as well, but I want to just emphasize that the oval is probably better than the circle. So what you're going to want to do is follow this step by step. I'm working on connecting the face paint. It's going to take some time for you to adjust it. And once you do that, you kind of just want to make sure that you connect everything for the time being. The tutorial is going to be moving around just a little bit, and I will be talking through some of the parts that I feel like need a little bit more clarification. But other than that, make sure you follow what's on screen, and I will talk to you soon. So this tattoo right here, the Celtic one, I pretty much put it there on the middle of the forehead to have that cracked, caked makeup effect that he has within the movie. And then the gear shapes are going to represent the little fuzz balls that are on his costume. The black square right here is going to be a nice little shadow, just a little dark. Lower that opacity real quick, and then hit it with this right here. The outline. Make sure you wrap it all the way around, and that is going to be the belts. And the next step right here, we're going to be focusing on these black squares. You're going to want to put them on every part of the body except for the head. What we're trying to do here is just give a little bit of color separation as far as when he's supposed to be wearing like a shirt or something. This is what it's going to do. You're going to lower it to make it a little bit see-through, and then you're going to hit it with these rectangle outline stripes. Do not worry about the thick black part at the top. I do have something to cover that up. But like I said, copy and paste and go all the way around the body just so you can have a nice consistent look of these stripes. There we go. Now, it does look a little bit ugly. I'm trying to figure out a nice way to cover this up. I was going to use the cards similar to my UFC 2 and 3 build, but the best way to cover it overall, I decided to make, which was the black square or the black rectangle, and just put it around like a collar. Simple as that. Make sure it wraps all the way around, covers it nice and beautiful, gives it a little bit of separation. Now we're going to be working on the arms as well. Do remember to actually put the black square over the body, lower the opacity, and then, just kind of make sure it matches the chest, and then start going to town with these shapes. You want to make sure that you wrap these all the way around. If not, there will be like a little black piece that'll be right there constantly. You'll see it right there in the video later on. But you're going to want to make sure that you wrap it all the way around, copy and paste, and then as far as like the separation, you're just going to want to make sure that it looks even and concise. And what you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. Right here, you're going to see where I kind of messed up as far as I did not wrap the circle all the way around. It's a little good to make sure you rotate your character just enough to see if you're missing anything, if you messed up a little bit. And And then as you can see right there, that's what's gonna happen if you don't rotate all the way around. You're gonna have those little lines right there. Don't worry about it, just go ahead and make sure you rotate them all the way around. And then I felt like these tattoos, they needed a little bit more connection pieces to them, so I used a little bit of half moons that were red, and I did hit it with some circles, but I did change it back when I went, you know, in post-production to a few red ovals. So I wouldn't focus too much on the red circles. I would just use the red ovals to kind of fill in that space to make it look more fuller. And then just kind of copy and paste and just move it up just a little bit, because sometimes certain shapes cover a lot more, but if you move it up just a tad bit, you're gonna want to adjust it. Now for the hairstyle, guys, I used Hair 44. This is the shade of orange that it's gonna be for you guys to match it in the color wheel. And then we have obviously the face, template 36. Do not click accept after you do the face sculpting. This is just to show you what I chose as the template, and then we're gonna go into the face sculpting. Now, if you are feeling a little bit rushed, I would pause it right here, and then I would just kind of get every single slider, and eventually I'll be moving on every 15 to 16 seconds to a new part of the sliders as I am doing now. Make sure you pause it when I stop to follow it. And that should be it for your Pennywise build, guys. Very excited to have Pennywise in here. We did not get Game Face, but we got enough to actually create Pennywise again in the UFC franchise. Very happy, very excited. Thank you to everybody that commented on the videos for the Ultimate Creative Fighter wanting this specific build. I hope it's not too late for you guys to create Pennywise. Other than that, enjoy your build. I'm out! Okay, I lied. Yellow eyes, I went with that. That's when he's like really aggressive. And then you could also put the blue eyes when he's like dormant, trying to be nice and look a lot clownish. Body type is 23. That's what I use for all the other UFC builds. And then as far as clothing, guys, so you can use less tattoos, let's go ahead and just throw some long compression pants that are obviously white as the bottom half. And then I also threw in some red gloves as well to just give it a nice color boost. And then for, you know, the mouth guard, let's go ahead and just focus on these ones. You can either do shark or you can do actual teeth. It's up to you. I went with teeth, and that is it, guys.